I feel like Mr. Boom. I don't want your kitty, I'm just tryna play with Moon. We could hit the city, baby, what you tryna do? Catch me out in Quirksville, big shout out to Doom. I'm looking at the floor price, hey Brody, where the...
Hey guys, today is the episode 7 from the room of Eljaboom, Troy. Troy is a show for Web3, came based on some people demand where they said Web3 is not having enough education sessions where you actually can interview the guest without prepared questions. Because everyone in Web3, they either talking about Bitcoin and now go to 100 million, blah, 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 or people just set a list of questions and they ask each other and answer it. Today, I have a special guest, and he's a friend of mine that I actually flew to his wedding. And I didn't do that for anyone. For me, I'm a workaholic. I don't like wedding, anything that just, for me, is just, you need to do something for it and just leave everything. I cannot do it. But he was special. I had to fly from here to Germany, from Germany to Italy, to Palermo, and him and his wife. But before we start, and he's the CFO for one of the largest AI projects, SingularityNET. Mario, buongiorno.
Buongiorno, thank you, Elja.
How are you?
Warm introduction, and thank you for having me. I'm great. How are you?
Can't complain. So his wife, her name is Nadia. We say hi to her. I attended the wedding.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to say all this.
Great,
No, I'm biased. I can't say it with you. You have to say.
I mean, cornerstone of my life.
Yes, exactly. Tell me who's Mario.
Who's Mario?
Before Web3, like how you jumped. I want to know, like people need to know who's the guy. Are you like these kids that made a project and became a billionaire and driving Lamborghinis?
No. Getting here only through hard work and commitment to innovation and doing things right. I have a background in traditional finance. I studied finance, come from a finance family. Did TradFi for almost 10 years in London, in large European and US banks. And in 2016, I started looking around. I always challenge the status quo a little bit, always try to do something a little bit more, innovate, make things more efficient. And I try to bring that kind of attitude inside the banks. And you always see kind of the establishment trying to protect, whether it's your colleague, your boss, don't push too hard, stay in your place kind of thing. I was in London, and London has a very vibrant tech scene. So started looking around into fintech, what to do, what could be done. And I discovered Ethereum. That was late
2016. Okay. Back you were in the US?
I was in London, UK.
Okay. And you were working at that time as a banker?
Yes.
Okay.
And I started connecting with people in the space that was really, really tiny. invested some money in Ethereum. Things started going well. I launched a community, blockchain and finance, speaking about DeFi before DeFi existed, kind of showing how we would come together and converge, which is happening right now, and how traditional finance shouldn't look at crypto as an enemy because we are innovation for it, and how crypto people would and the space would need to look at traditional finance because we need to integrate with the real world in order to do anything meaningful. So that went really well, and that's how I started meeting the first few people. That investment in Ethereum turned into something meaningful, so that in 2017 I could just
So
leave.
2017 you quit the job?
Yes.
And then you moved to Web3?
I moved to Web3 without a job, just doing deals. I mean, the space, trying to do OTC deals or, advising projects, being a professional, the quality of the space, as we know, is quite low. So
it's very low.
So just by having the professional background that I had, people would listen, and I started becoming an expert in tokenomics. So I was advising projects on that, advised a project on the go-to-market. And then I became co-founder of a project in partnership with a large company. I stayed through there for a bear market, and in late 2020 I got connected to Ben.
Ben from Singularity.
Ben Goertzel, the founder of Singularity.
Tell me now, relax. How this journey happened when you got connected with him?
So
what platform? Like Telegram, Twitter, OnlyFans?
No, no, I got connected through friends. Okay. I got connected through Marcello.
Okay. We say hi to Marcello.
and whom we were we were already friends. We had done stuff together in the past, and he was tasked to. So SingularityNET already was on Binance 4 years long. It was the end of the bear market, and they were launching something called Phase 2. In Phase 2, we were also launching a set of AI-driven industry-focused spin-offs, of which SingularityDAO was the first manifestation. So I first became just advisor, among others, of SingularityDAO, and then I guess they liked what I was saying and how I was running it. So they asked me to become co-founder of that along with Marcello. And then things started going very well, and they needed financial expertise in SingularityNET, and they asked me to become CFO. So that's late 2020, early 2021. Since then, I stayed doing both roles, and I mean, it's been quite a journey. So we are from SingularityDAO. I mean, as SingularityNET, I just manage the treasury, relationship stakeholders. The token has gone from 35 million FDV to what it is today. Under my tenure, and we were the main actors of the launch of all the spin-offs. So SingularityDAO first, Nunet, Rejuve, Sophia, Hypercycle, Cogito,
And the most important one, SingularityDAO.
SingularityDAO has been the accelerator of all of this, and obviously through our launch.
Of course, we have the project Cogito.
Cogito.
Well.
Yeah, that's right. So we launched Cogito last year.
We say hi to Chloris. Yeah.
Hi, Chloris.
And so basically, now we said we should have to say hi as well to Logan from Sophia. So basically now we go back to this. So you started and you got connected with Ben. You were at the beginning advisory, and now you became a part of that ecosystem.
Yes.
At the SingularityNET. Congratulations, first of all, about the merge.
Yeah, thank you, crazy times.
The community is not fully into it because you don't see the vision yet. The vision is way bigger because you need to fight the big players.
Big tech.
And you cannot fight it alone. And you need to have the people who understand the Web3 and who managed to achieve either goals in Web3 or tech in Web2. So you need to combine this power together. And even at that time, because I'm seeing people getting upset, which is I understand, because you don't try to see a mid-term vision. You're still in the bull market. You're not doing this to
survive.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You have the strength already. You're doing it in a strength position, not in a weakness position. You're not doing this in the worst part of the bear market when, let's say, FTX happened and every people lost their treasury, etc. No, you're doing it in a strength. So of course, that's a bullish sign. And hopefully it will affect also the entire ecosystem.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the beautiful things, Ben Gertzel has been working on this since 20 years, and it's always sounded cool, right? So it's very Singularity ecosystem, and SingularityNET is very vision driven, and Ben has a very strong vision. He's a very amazing person. And recently, with what's been happening in AI, everywhere, not only in crypto, his message of decentralized, benevolent, artificial general intelligence has become mainstream. And obviously you're seeing that in the traditional AI, in Web2 AI space, things are happening for real, and growth is exponential. So given the incentives that the world has and how economy works, you have very strong centralized entities, and we've seen
without mentioning names, everyone knows them.
We've seen the odyssey of big players. True. We're seeing others, and so you're there knowing that in this AI exponential growth phase, you're going from product to philosophy really fast, because what's next?
True.
As soon as it becomes general intelligence, as soon as it can evolve by itself, who's going to run it? Who owns it? Who owns the data? Who owns the model? So Ben's vision has become mainstream, and the message has become super relevant for all of the world beyond Web3 as well. And the idea here is to, again, join forces, given that we believe that artificial intelligence has to be decentralized, has to be in the hands of the people, and it has to be, but it also has to be big. It has to be big to go and challenge, big tech, and we found a very fertile ground, alignment of visions, alignment of missions, with the founders of Fetch and with the founders of Ocean, which we've known for a while. And this crazy idea came about not long ago, and it's now turning
It came in
into
the right
reality.
time, right mindsets.
Yes.
They share the same vision. They share the same ethics.
And for
in
the
industry
community, I
as well.
think the reaction. I mean, there's obviously when things are so big and they touch your tokens, they're very sensitive. But I also think that the reaction can be seen can also be seen positive, like in a way that the community is really invested. The community
Of course, when
has
they get
always
emotional,
correct.
it means they are a part of this. Some of them even they feel not also in terms of the token, they get attached to the entity itself. So like the word AGIX as a token ticker,
Correct.
they feel it's a part of their identity now.
But now AGI is artificial general intelligence, which is human level intelligence. ASI, which is artificial super intelligence, is beyond human intelligence.
True.
So even the name of the token is extending the vision into the future and beyond.
100%. And I love the team in Singularity and the entire Singularity ecosystem. And we had a dinner a few days ago with David. David, like I always say hi to him. And he's a very nice, smart guy. You call him the gatekeeper, huh?
The gatekeeper, yeah.
He's too big to... He has actually...
Too
he's
big
too
to
gay
fail.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you went to SingularityNET and then you decided as well to make your own SingularityDAO
Yes.
to become a founder and CEO.
Yes.
What happened here that you feel that you want to do this? And of course you had the blessing of the Singularity and the team also the same. Tell me more.
So, I mean, interestingly, when SingularityDAO as an idea, the first tagline was AI-driven on-chain basket of tokens to provide liquidity for mid-low cap altcoins. That was like the first super first light paper. Now, interestingly, when I launched my community back in 2016-17, at the end of that track, I was presenting an idea that was exactly like this.
Yeah.
And I have a presentation from November 2017 showing exactly basket of tokens with a governance token. And so when the idea was brought to me by Ben and Marcello, I was like, makes a lot of sense. So I'm a finance guy and have become an expert in tokenization and DeFi. And so it resonated very well to me, and I could see how to turn that vision into a product that could make sense, that could be delivered to the community. And so it was a natural place to be, and it was the best product where I could bring the most value to our token holders, to the community, and to the Singularity ecosystem, and that's what we've done. So then obviously on top of the core product, the Dynasets and the new Dynavaults that we will release in PV2 in the next couple of months, we, as I was saying, we've become kind of the crypto ecosystem or crypto accelerator and DeFi ecosystem for the whole Singularity. So we're sort of the Singularity DeFi hub, if you want. So if you come on our app, we have over 50,000 users, and we service all the tokens that we've launched. And now we are, through our launch, but also offering incubation and DeFi services to third parties. So we are really, I see...
Regarding this, I can give an alpha. There will be the biggest Web2 company in a certain field. They will go with also incubation with the SingularityDAO, and it's a big company in UAE, licensed, doing the business for many years, having a big volume and big transactions, and they wanted to jump to Web3 because everyone wants to jump, but they were always afraid because it's as you said, many people in the Web3 they are not defined in the right way. They can name themselves advisors, they can name themselves experts or technical analysts, etc. Or VCs even. But at the end, it's all garbage, most of them. So they found the connection with SingularityDAO, and they saw the team, the education, the how much they care about details, about legality, etc. So they found that's the best place to be, and hopefully it will be a great launch, inshallah. So we keep back to that.
And looking forward to being able to share more information on this. So
follow them guys on Twitter account so you know more.
Thank you. So and we've done so successfully, especially last year we launched Rejuve, Hypercycle, Cogito, and Sophia. And in this sequence, so it was bear market, and again, the market really understood the quality of the service that we provide. But for us was, hey, we know how to do it, and we can do it, and there's a need. So now this, again, our launchpad, our staking farming bridge, and all the DeFi tooling that we have has become also a very important piece for us, for the Singularity ecosystem, and for the future ASI ecosystem as well. So even the team is working. I am part of the executive team of the ASI deal, and some of other SingularityDAO team members are also supporting, again, because we have this expertise and we execute.
True. So now you have the Singularity, and then let's go a little bit. Who's Mario? Like when you wake up every day, I mean, you have a beautiful supporting wife. How can she handle this lifestyle? Why I'm asking this? Because people told me, why don't you invite like people with big accounts, etc. I say, I don't want people with big accounts. I want people that they are actually doing real work in Web3. I don't want people that he's every day showing that he's having, playing with his Lamborghini and Ferrari, or sitting every day in yacht parties. Yeah, they can get me the follows, but I want to build it with the genuine. We need to show the space that it's not only Bugattis, it's not only Lamborghinis. It's also some people are actually working almost 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
And they're having wife, kids, or whatever, and they're handling. So tell me, what is your life?
So, my life...
like when you wake up, what time? Like this, tell me.
Wake up...
the weed is not here. You smoke weed outside.
No, I wake up around 7:30, 7:45. I take the first hour, try to take it off the phones. It's good to be in the UAE because you have the first few hours in the morning without too many calls. I do my first couple of hours of catch-ups and calls with Asia and Mina. And then Europe wakes up, so I have to kind of clear all the administration for SingularityNET and SingularityDAO, and then catch up with the team. Stakeholders calls, whether projects, market makers, exchanges, and whatever business is on. And then towards the night, calls usually end, depends, between 8 and midnight. Yeah. If they end before 10, then I use from 10 to the last few hours of the day to actually work. Weekends, I try to do at least half a day or 1 day off, enforced by my wife.
Look at the camera, send her a message.
But yeah, so I try to keep a balance by just saying yes to my wife, basically. And she's really patient.
She is patient. We always, in Arab, we say, behind every successful man, a woman.
Yeah, for sure.
The woman behind every Mario, Nadia.
So, I mean, it's obviously ambition. I mean, you want to be, the space moves really fast. We're in crypto, we're in AI. We have a big shoes to fill, a big vision to implement, and we're not running against a competitor. We're running against time. So there's always more that you can do. True. And you never stop. So, but you wake up and you're happy and smiling that you're doing what you're doing because we're really in a position that we can maybe change the world. Or definitely do something impactful and do it for our community, but also for the rest of the world. So it's really empowering. It's really, really hard, but wake up every day with a smile.
And that's the most important. So again, we are showing the people that there are people actually in Web3 that they work hard, because unfortunately any newcomer, when they come, they don't see people like us. They see the people who are on social media,
right?
Or just showing the lifestyle parties and blah, blah, blah. And they think, okay, we can be there. No. I mean, either they did this in a bad way or they were very, very lucky, right? Sure. But the norm is that you have to work your ass off.
Yeah.
You have to fucking work hard. You have to learn hard. You have to build hard. You have to try and fail, but you do it hard means your intentions are not to fail. Yeah. Like most of the people in the Web3, not most, many, I don't want to say numbers, their intention is to fail. They make
Yeah.
projects, their
Come
intention
and go.
to make it fail, so they make another one after.
Right.
This is not the right way.
I agree, and
I'm hoping for the regulations to come.
They will come. I think. I mean, this is probably the last round of Wild West as we've known. I mean, every time, we've been here for a long time, you and I, right? And I mean, ICOs are from 2017. That was crazy. But then 2021 we matured, so it was a little bit better, less percent.
But it came back now with the pre-sale.
Yeah,
It's madness.
But if before it was 99.9% scams and only 10 survived, from 2021 maybe you have 98% scams, and now maybe it's 97. But now we have meme coins. Now we have
the meme coins. I love them because they are entertainment. My issue is not the meme coins. My issue is the centralized exchanges.
Yeah.
So to say that when you find the tier 1 centralized exchanges listing a meme token because they got to have volume, you can do this. Of course you want to make money, but at least give some mercy to the real builders in the space and allow to list more of them, even if they don't do you the 16 million or 100 million trading volume a day, right? But they are building something good. Give them the chance, because this way you are killing the fucking industry. You are killing the industry. Why would I build a real product when I'm fucking finding a tier 1 fucking exchange listing just memes right away?
Well, yeah, meme coins are really cool and interesting because they show the power of the community, right? And
our community is legions, all legions, motherfuckers.
And we can relate somewhat to that because again, our community is being amazing through and through all the period, the good and the bad times. What you'll see is you were outlining the experience of I would call it sometimes crypto tourist, or in any case somebody that has very short-term incentives. What you will see and find, and you can see by interacting with us. I've been in Singularity for 4 years. Ben has been in Singularity since forever. Some of the core team in Singularity has been there 7 years, and they don't want to go anywhere else. And we're going to be here in 5 years. We're going to be in 10 years, and we're going to make it big, and we're going to make it better. We're going to have more projects. We're going to help more people. We're going to make the ecosystem bigger. So I've learned enough. I've been around enough and learned enough to not go FOMO chasing. And we have goals. We have big opportunities, and we keep a straight line.
See, that's actually true. I myself, I'm a bit degen, so I like to take these risks, etc. I like to have this part of my life, but I'm not chasing it, because people who chase things, most probably they're late or they lose everything because they're chasing very fast. They're not trying to wait. Having patience and you believe in yourself, your moment will come.
Yeah.
So be ready, because if you are busy chasing other things, your moment will pass. You're not gonna see it.
That's right.
But when it comes and you're like looking, and you're gonna just grab it very hard, make the best out of it, and enjoy the best out of it. And that's what people need to learn. But again, we're coming to the space where again I'm pointing this. The centralized exchanges need to support real builders in the space to give them a chance, because now they're becoming either a launch pad for projects that we never heard of. Suddenly they came 2 days ago, and now blah 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 launch pad or launch pool or whatever, and they just launch them right away. But what about the people who are building in this fucking 4 years, motherfuckers? They're building all these 4 years. Many projects are building. Many of them survived in the bear market. Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are they in your fucking note?
Yeah.
Again, and launching a meme token. So what? I'm not surprised when developers coming to me every day now in my DM saying, Elja, we want to make a meme token. I'm not surprised.
Short-term incentives.
Of course. I mean, again, it's not only about short. The big players in the space, they need to give a chance for real builders.
Yeah.
Because if they don't give them a chance, you're actually forcing them to end up becoming a meme also. Well, meme is fine, but we need also real builds, right? We need AI. We need DeFi to build the better. Till now, we don't have something sustainable. Till now, if you're not getting people to buy and sell crypto seamless without feeling like any shit, and we're not having a good space. Till today, you cannot find a way to buy and sell. You have to go P2P, blah, blah, blah. In many countries, it means till now. And that's the pain point. If you have the problem as well in games, if you're not going to bring a real esport players, like we have Gameness, it's a real esport company. I think they're the first coming to solve this issue in Web3.
Yeah.
they're not getting people who want to make money by playing. They want to bring real players, because these the ones going to stay, the same as you, the same as Ben, coming to build an industry, to stay in this industry.
Yeah.
But the people are coming to just play and make money, airdrop to make money, or play to earn. They're the same as cash grabber. They just leave you.
Takes time to build. So again, you need to have somebody that really believes in what they're doing, and they just go and do what they believe in. Otherwise, people come and go. Exchanges. I mean, that's an interesting point, because they are also clearly changing, right? That would be one of the first landscapes that is already changing with all the news and everything that has happened. They will need to clean up their act, but they're cleaning up their act while continuing to do
The same
business. So as you know, the landscape of a change keeps changing a little bit. Every mini cycle, one flips the other. Things change, but ultimately, it's bull market now. So do things right, and things will change. And exchanges in the next few years, for sure, they will become better venues, more compliant, which will also make certain things harder. But
there is no more multiple X's like before.
Yeah, it will normalize. And I mean, we're also becoming relatively big. We're still a small market. Bitcoin is 1/10 of gold, but 10x. Then we're like, Bitcoin is like gold. Then it's a big market. So we're starting to become relevant. Now we are established. I mean, when after 2019, there was still a stigma, oh, crypto is dead, crypto is dead, crypto is dead. That's gone. After 2021, people knew, okay, it's bear market, but it's coming back, and we're coming back in a way that we can finally make an impact. So far in 14 years, 15 years, as you said, we haven't really made anything or created anything that really changes the world. Like the use case of payments, cross-border payments, is a good use case, especially for certain, emerging economies. We've seen in high inflationary economies, El Salvador, how Bitcoin can actually be more stable than their local currency. And these are the statements that we've made. And Bitcoin has made the statement that decentralization works and that you don't need a central party to run an economic system. But then the whole substrate of what we're doing then still needs to clear some of that infrastructural challenges, payment rails, wallets, security, custody, to be able to, and all of this, and simple UX, simplicity of use, for us to be able to onboard the masses and really make an impact. So there are very cool things happening in across the board. I mean, gaming, obviously, I think gaming and crypto are a match made in heaven.
True.
So
I came from gaming anyway.
So as soon as we sort out that integration toolkit for Web3, then there's going to be, I think, similarly to crypto, traditional gaming companies will not be able to overlook that the change is coming. And we can grow Web3 gaming with the power of the communities. DeFi, now with integration over WAs, but is again converging, and you're seeing more and more traditional players coming in. So I mean, we have on one side the ETFs, so that's them coming to us, that's TradFi moving towards crypto, and we have our WAs, which is us going to them.
Yes.
And so it's that convergence that I was always expecting. Then obviously we have technical solutions, AI and blockchain. A lot of complexities on the infrastructural side, which is we're going to lead the way. We as ASI are going to lead the way.
And SingularityDAO and Sophia.
All of it, the whole Singularity ecosystem and artificial super intelligence ecosystem to come will lead the way in how AI can be decentralized, can be brought on chain and utilized for the benefit of the community and for the benefit of the wider world. And then there are many other things, but it really does feel like we're finally close to deliver innovations that can make an impact for the world. And that's really exciting after almost 10 years in the space.
That's really good. I want to ask a question. that, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel most of the products in this ecosystem is mainly institutions. Are you guys planning to do something for the retail in Web3? Like products for the retail in Web3?
So
That's the big problem, because you keep building, as you said, and you're using the institutions' news to attract the speculators and retailers and all this. But we want to see as well something that I want to use in almost my daily basis,
Right.
feeling that I'm actually a part of this ecosystem.
Right. So I think the spin. So the application layer of the ecosystem that is led by the spin-offs, so led by SingularityDAO, led by Sophia, and Rejuve. In particular, are very consumer facing. So SingularityDAO wants to become and will become the one place where you manage your crypto assets with the use of AI. So a very smooth, simple, smart, and secure user journey that can be where you can in a very simple platform come in and see your assets, see where they are, see how they're performing, and readjust your portfolio based on certain conditions and recommendations. Sophia is a gaming experience. So Sophia wants to bring the journey to sentience and bring the community to join Sophia in the journey towards becoming self-conscious. And that's by design and by nature, wanting the community to join and looking for the community to join, because it's a journey that can only be done together. And then Rejuve, interestingly, also is a decentralized science project on longevity. And it's also a consumer app on a kind of health assistant recommendation and much more. But so these are the consumer products that we've accelerated, and there's more to come. As incubation program, obviously, we also focus a lot on gaming, also thanks to our shared partnerships. And I think that's a strong angle on how to bring user and focus on retailers, bring them what they need, like get them to have fun, get them to help them to manage their crypto assets and make them stay healthy.
That's true. Now, we leave now all this Web3. For your wedding, I told you I didn't go to weddings, and I don't like to go to weddings or funerals, anything. I just have no time. Sometimes I feel I get lost. So why did you choose to go Palermo? It was very far, man. Like I had to go and had to stop in one station, from one station to another airport. Like
it's a bit
why
severe.
Why not like Rome?
So,
tell me the story now, so we can also send messages to your family.
So I was born and raised in Milan. My father is from Milan, but my mom is from Palermo, and there's Sicily is a very family-driven culture that I always related very strongly to. So my family in Sicily is really, 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 really big, and so for me, we knew that Nadia was like, it was a lot of work, it was a lot of organization.
We just said CCC.
Yeah, and but I knew that I wanted to do a proper wedding, having the people that I care about there, and bringing it there for with my family. So Palermo and Sicily is a beautiful place, full of history, 3,000 years of history. We got married in a church that is 1,000 years old. The whole place is amazing, but I really did it because I, on one side, wanted to do it with my family. Many of those family members would not have traveled elsewhere, and they're like a second family, third family for me. And two, I also invited some of my best friends and people that I care about in my life. And I kind of wanted to see where I come from and who I am in one fun night.
So everyone can see that as well.
So
Jerome was there as well.
It was a very sharing moment, and And so, with just by experiencing and seeing us, seeing my family, I wanted to open up. In business, you go through banking, you go through crypto, you always have to be a little bit
Formal.
Yes, and
Private.
it's not all private. And again, I'm a behind the curtains kind of guy. So, people that need to know me, and but you always have to keep the cards close to your chest. And that was a moment in which you could have people from my family, people from selected people from the business, and just join in one big night. And it was
amazing.
It was
day.
nice, yeah.
And Nadia was very happy.
You were princess.
And she was like, see.
Princess became
I'm like,
queen.
1 C is enough. 3 C is too much. She's a smart, lovely,
princess became
supporting
queen.
woman.
Yes.
I see her many times, always supporting you, always trying to give
you
that privacy.
I would already kicked myself out of the house.
But she's doing that part. You're doing your part. You have an amazing team. I personally like every one of them. I was gonna think because I was gonna say most, but I said no. Actually, I like every one of them. Like all the team is passionate, nice.
Yeah, again, we are very
humble, smart, down to earth, hard workers.
Yes, we're a vision and culture driven ecosystem and company in SingularityDAO. So we've built a business, we've built an ecosystem, but we're really together, kind of fighting bigger things and pushing really hard. And it's beautiful. I'm humbled every day by how hard they work. Everyone works, and to build better things. So it's really great.
Mario, I'm so happy to have you. Guys,
thank you for having me.
This is Mario. He's the CFO for SingularityNET, one of the largest AI projects in Web3. He's a friend. He's a hard worker, as I said, and you can watch that. Please be sure to follow them in the social media, see what they're doing, try to educate yourself just from the case of education and see what's happening. Mario, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, Elja.
Grazie.
Grazie.
It's not just a room.
It's the room of Eljaboom.
Let's go!
I feel like Mr. Boom. I don't want your kitty, I'm just tryna play with Moon. We could hit the city, baby, what you tryna do? Catch me out in Quirksville, big shout out to Doom. I'm looking at the floor price, hey Brody, where